Shooting news, and it's an absolute pleasure to be down here at the tunnels. Richard, a magnificent setup here, and you must be really pleased with obviously what happened up to the Olympics. But come on, your brainchild. But what inspired you to do this?
What we wanted to do was to try and create a range which would be different to many other clubs and many other ranges up and down the country.
Yeah.
We wanted something which would be comfortable, something that would enable not just the shooters but the partners to be able to come down as well and feel comfortable within the environment that we have. So producing something which would be a centre of excellence was key and at the top of our priorities.
Yeah.
So having something which anybody can come and use, and we try and support not only Team GB but we also try and support scout groups, the guides, schools, anybody who wants to come and use it to come and have a go.
Absolutely, and I think this is key at the moment, isn't it? Right across the shooting industry, we're trying to bring all those youngsters back into, let's get them away from the computer screens and let's get them enjoying it.
Yep.
Georgina, fantastic success and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And just explain to the viewers your discipline and the type of things that you go through to be an Olympian.
Sure, so I do two events, air pistol, which is over 10 metres, with a 177 pellet, and 2.2 sport pistol, which is over 25 metres, and it's a combination of precision shooting and rapid shooting. So the rapid shooting, you have to raise the pistol and shoot within 3 seconds and come down again for 7, and then you do that continually 5 times, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, until for 5 shots. So to start with, I thought I'd just give you a little introduction of how pistol and rifle shooting works. So you've just got, actually this is me at a training camp last year before the Olympics in Qatar. And next to me are the rifle shooters who were there as part of Team GB. And so you can see that looking at my pistol stance, it's one-handed with the pistol at the furthest point from your body. And if you're right or left-handed, we've got suitable grips to make sure that's fine for your own pistol. As you can see, this is suited actually to my right hand. And all the stickers on the side here are for equipment control at each of the competitions that I go to ensure that the pistol is not complies by all the regulations. The pistol needs to have at least a 500-gram trigger, and then you have the rifle, which is the stance is particularly important to be as still as possible. You can see all their equipment that they're wearing. You don't actually have any of that today. It's all on pure skill today, so it's freestanding, no lying down. And the rifles will be slightly more basic ones to these high-tech equipment that they've been using at the Olympics. But if you're right or left-handed, you stand sideways on and you plant your your elbow into your hip, and you have a sturdy base and support the gun with your body structure. So standing still is really, really particularly important for rifle, but also for pistol. As you can see, having a really strong core makes sure that you have a strong shoulder stability and wrist stability. So that's just simply the first thing. The second thing is the sights. It's really, really key for the sights of the pistol to be lined up, because if you can imagine, if they're slightly misaligned, like that up on the top right-hand side, they'll be the pellet will be way out by the time it gets 10 metres or even 25 metres away. So keeping the foresight and the rear sight, which you can see here, in line with each other is really, really important, and making sure your eyes are focused on this and not on the target. So for the reasons that I've just stated. And then for rifle, I'm not an expert at rifle, but I've been chatting with the British coach, Donald McIntosh, and he says it's a really simple form of sighting. It's just about lining up the circles. And the third thing is actually just simply squeezing the trigger. This is one aspect that is completely different to shotgun shooting. It's not a yank, it's squeezing the trigger, and this is particularly applicable for both air pistol and air rifle, and it's squeezing the trigger all the way through where the shot is going off into the follow through, so not to disturb the sights of both the pistol and the rifle, misaligning them in any way.
Well, Richard, with Georgina bringing the ladies more into the sport, have you noticed an increase with our ladies joining the club?
We have, and not just with the younger ladies, but with some of the more senior ladies as well.
Yeah, sure.
And ladies' evenings were very prominent last year, and we're expecting it to be again so this year. And multidiscipline, not just pistol, but rifle as well.
That was going to be my next question. Are we seeing multidisciplines? Because let's just explain to the viewers. What are all the disciplines that we can undertake here at the tunnels?
Here you can undertake everything from air rifle, air pistol.
Let's broaden that bit, because we're used to all these terms. Oh, we can do this and that. Let's explain to the viewers exactly what we can do.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Let's break it down.
So we're in a position basically where we can entertain both air rifle and air pistol, which are some of the disciplines which are shot within the Olympics. We can also entertain black powder, which is rather interesting.
Interesting. I always like it when they go off and an enormous cloud of smoke.
Absolutely. So the black powder, effectively, it gives people the opportunity then to be able to relive and reenact using historic firearms. Which, as you say, are very smelly and very, very smoky indeed. But that's fine. It's all good. It's all part of the whole ethos. Here, we were also able to assist with the Section 5 training leading up to the Olympics.
This is where I'm going to go with Simon in a minute. But, Simon, while Richard just brought that subject up, the Section 5 played a key part, didn't it, to the training processes, and then allowed you guys to be here and practice on a regular basis. And am I right in saying after the Olympics we've lost the Section 5?
Yes, at the moment, the legislation has reverted back.
With your hard work, I'm sure it's going to.
We're certainly trying very hard at the moment. Theresa May is very active with our own local MP, Oliver Letwin. So we are certainly hoping that within the next few months some progress will be made, because of course we've got the Commonwealth Games next year, and without the training, it's incredibly difficult to be able to.
Simon, come on, your international career is quite amazing, and Commonwealth Games and things like that. Just explain, your involvement with Richard and what's been brought to the area, really, shooting wise.
I think my involvement with Richard and here was very much a range closer to home. That was what that gave me all the facilities I needed.
Just to explain to the viewers, when you say closer to home, Bisley is probably.
Bisley's a good 2.5 3 hours drive.
It's a good drive, isn't it?
Whereas I'm half an hour from here. This is an all-weather range. Bisley is subject to the elements as you. So summer's day, absolutely great. Horizontal rain, not necessarily.
Which we seem to have cornered the market in the rain just recently.
So that's it. And then the other difference is in terms of trying to mirror and mimic what we see on the international circuit, which is the traffic light system as opposed to turning targets. So Richard has provided an element of that which has made the visual impact of what I'm training for much more akin to what I see on circuit.
Well, I have to say it's been a pleasure meeting up, and thank you very much indeed for all your stories. All I can say, you're doing a fantastic job to bring all the youngsters, away from the television screens and into enjoying themselves. And I think this is one of the keys, isn't it? Once we've managed to get them with hands-on and they get that experience, there's smiles all round, isn't it?
Absolutely.